Singapore's secondary students will soon learn how to protect themselves from online predators. It's part of changes to sex education in order to stay relevant in the digital age. Tan Se-hui reports.
A dentistry undergrad who strangled a former girlfriend. A peeping Tom who secretly filmed a fellow university student in the shower. Both were high-profile incidents that generated heated public discussion in recent years, not just because of how offensive they were, but because the offenders were perceived to have gotten off lightly. And it appears such cases are not isolated.
So there has been increase from referred cases from lawyers with cases such as the upskirt photo cases, assault from the younger population as well.
Such offences now carry more severe punishments, including caning. But in announcing a review of women's issues last month, the government wants to get to the root of the problem. One way is through sex education, which is part of wider character and citizenship education curriculum that's being reviewed. Currently, schools organize topics along broad lines such as moral values and cyber wellness. But from next year, secondary schools will zoom into specific areas and teach students how to protect themselves against cyber flashing and voyeurism. Students will also be able to recognize online sexual grooming and abuse, as well as understand the consequences of inappropriate behavior.
The emergence of these online threats and then the use of phone cams, spy cams for voyeurism have probably alarmed many people out there, as well as the Ministry of Education, into highlighting even more than before the dangers associated with strangers online.
MOE says the syllabus is tailored to specific age groups. The topics also help students make responsible decisions and teach them about the consequences of their actions. CNA understands themes like sexual grooming and abuse, as well as cyber flashing, must be covered at the lower secondary level so that students understand the issues early on. And as they get older, they'll learn about things like gender stereotypes and how to protect themselves against sexually transmitted infections. But experts say schools can only do so much because of the range of influences that children are exposed to.
We have to take into consideration, for instance, the messages that their parents are sending them, peer influence, the messages they are encountering on social media as well.
MOE says parents play a critical role in imparting values and providing guidance. It encouraged schools to work closely with them to support their children.